There we go. So bottom half of the A pillar is now done. Nice, and you see a little pinhole there. I can't get a good ground in there. There's too much body filler, but this whole area was spot welded originally, so I kind of think now it's seam welded. There's one spot that, you know, is a little open. It's right there where that pit is. That'll be fine. This whole thing's going to get skimmed with seam sealer anyway, because we want it all to be super watertight. And then I'm thinking right now what I'm going to do. I'm going to be running the hood hinging forwards off the slam panel around this area, so I don't need this. And the reason why I decided to do that is because there's no access behind to get any bolts in. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm actually going to cut this vertically straight up. It'll take out this support here, go straight up kind of like that, and then angle out, and then it'll be, you know, it'll be a nice kind of A pillar. Oh listen, a plane, go away, god damn it. And then what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to run a support down here, just so that, because that's a fender mount, just so that retains its integrity. And I think that'll finish off the A pillar quite nicely, and then I'll be working across the top. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do for now, but it could change, who knows. Okay, following the same basic idea on this side as the last side, but obviously the Explorer firewall here is completely different on this side, and it sits further forward. Thank you, Ford. So still going to be filling in exactly the same way, but obviously I'm going to be running a vertical up here, probably to this point. I'm looking for the point at which, you know, the crossover point, really, that's where I want to build to right now. So I don't know whether to drop a vertical down there to kind of carry that on up to that point. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna fill this in up until about that point, and then deal with this in a minute, because it's battering my head. Let's get that done first. Righty ho, as I've heard said once before, happy days so far. Making progress on the A pillar. So now we have a lot of fuckaboutery to start with here. I'm gonna lap this. This hasn't really got any strength whatsoever, so I'm not gonna butt it. I'm gonna lap it. And we're starting with a piece of cardboard like this to sit against that part, and then we've got to fill in that. So I'm going up to the point where they cross over. That's going to be my next stopping point. So with the piece of cardboard on there, up to that crossover point, and then, I don't know, we'll figure out what the line is going to be on this side. Yeah, simple, huh? Here we go. Oh, by the way, if anybody wants me to do a film on the most famous welding car in the entire world, let me know. It can have its own episode. So there we go. The A pillar is working its way up. As I say, I've lap welded that because I just wanted more strength, and I'm probably going to throw some tacks on the back. I haven't right now. And then this was a pain in the arse. There are so many compound curves, and I don't have metal folding stuff, so I had to do it in 2 sections, which I didn't really want to do, but I couldn't get it to work without doing it in 2. So tomorrow I'm going to deal with this rusty area here, probably cut that out. I'm not going to be having hinges there, obviously, because like I said before, I'm going to have a front hinged hood. So that's all going to be new metal in there, and then we're going to build it up to the top. And then same on this side. Build it all the way up to the top tomorrow. Probably going to trim down and trim down. Build that all the way up to the top. And then I've got the old panel from the original truck for this area. So I'm going to offer that up and then see how we can make a filler panel for that top. And then the front end will be done. Then can start putting on fenders and hood and see what we have to do in this vicinity. Next on the list. Okay, one thing I've been wondering about what to do with is this area here, which is, you know, been sandwiched underneath the bonnet hinge, the hood hinge, and kept a load of damp, and it's double skinned, so it's still structurally sound, but it just, you know, it's pretty manky. Now I'm going to do a front hinge hood, so I don't need these holes or anything like that, and there's no clearance, obviously, like I've said before, for me to get behind. So I'm going to chop it out, see if I can just take the one skin off, because it's double skinned as you can see there. Just take the one skin off right at the edge of the rust and weld in a good piece. And also I think I'll probably just straighten it straight up there, so it makes the actual filler panel there a bit more simple. Game on. Like I tried to explain badly before, here you go. Trimmed it back, so it's now flat. So one flat piece will go from the bottom up to that point. Okay, so I'm starting to just jump around with the welding now because I don't want to really introduce too much heat into anywhere that I'm welding, and a lot of it has been spots as opposed to big long runs because I don't want to distort anything either. So just jumping around on that filler panel there. Not made that one yet, that's next on the list, but what I've just jumped onto is the old, hello plane, what a change and a surprise. So that's basically the old kind of like lower cowl that was here before. So I'm going to trim this front edge here, and then it's double skinned, which you kind of like, and may keep it, may not. But I think that may, you know, as I say, it follows the contour already, and you know me, not really into bending metal. So yeah, I think I'm going to use that and clean it all up and weld her in. Not bad so far for today. This morning, cleaned up the front end, which is all done now. All welded, sealed, and happy to go. And then on to the rear of the cab. So the Crossman, that Crossman went in a while ago, and this is the one that I'm doing today. So running this forward bulkhead, if you will, just sealing it up. Just about trying to keep the rear seat belt mount there. That's why I put this panel on the other side. You know, nobody's ever going to see it, so I thought, let's see if we can just keep that seat belt mount, keep things simple. So yep, just gonna fill in this center piece of the bulkhead now. Then gonna run a vertical here, and then a flat piece here, and that will seal kind of this area, and that's that bit done. Then I'm going to be running a vertical all the way down to the bottom of this piece and tying it in with the back of the sill, so it creates a sealed area, and this will all be sealed as well. So yep, that's how far we have got today. Lots of progress, everything's tied up, and this bulkhead is in. So now I'm going to be, next step is to close up the underneath of this rear sill area. So I'm going to close that up first, and then I will be putting the, you know, blanking plate cover across the top there, and then that will be fabrication done. That's probably, you know, if I get my act together, that may happen tomorrow. That back end may all be finished tomorrow. And then it is on to front panel work. Make her look like a truck again. Okay, thanks for watching. Happy days. Catch you next time.